Welcome back. We've got three of us here tonight for the PGA Championship podcast. Tiger Woods is back in the field, first time back. I know we've missed a couple of events, I think, since the Zurich Classic was our last pod altogether, but we had a nice little trip out to Paynes Valley. Save that for another time. Great story there. Got those hats on Willie's head. Excited to talk about that. Maybe some more coming down the road in the future. Stay tuned. And I see in the background, G's got the Paynes Valley flag. He's got the big Cedar Lodge, the 19th hole poster there. So a lot to talk about, but we're going to get into the PGA podcast tonight and talk about this second major of the season. Scotty Scheffler is the odds-on favorite. He kind of salvaged his tournament last week at the Byron. I think the second round was what slowed him down, but made it an interesting tournament over the weekend. Obviously, KH Lee defending that one successfully with Jordan Spieth running him down. So in Jordan Spieth's last two tournaments, he's gone victory in a playoff and a solo second. He's coming into it hot. Big storyline that you've already heard about, the career Grand Slam, PGA Championship, the only one he's missing. Let's see if he can get it done this week. I'm really looking for it. And I know G, if he's been on the PGA Power Rankings, has seen him in the number one spot. But Willie will have the first pick tonight when we get to that point. We'll see if he goes that route. And PGA Championship, Southern Hills, back for the first time as a major since 2007. And restoration done in 2018, I believe, by Gil Hance. Might have a little bit more on that. A couple of interesting holes and things to note, but let's get right into it. PGA Championship, Southern Hills. What do we like? What do we see?
Just always pumped for major championship golf. I mean, you scroll through the bets, you scroll through the power ranking, and it's just like, holy shit, like these fields are so deep, like not even thinking about DJ, but then DJ can always like I didn't place one. I probably placed like 10 bets, didn't even consider placing DJ. Like made 2 DraftKings lineups. He wasn't in either lineup, but he could easily go out and win it. And there's 20 other guys just like him. Like the fields are awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me this week, like a lot of other people, including these gentlemen here, Tiger's in the field. Like I don't care what tournament it is. It could be, the Cadillac Championship match play. I think it's called something else now, but like, what a special event, especially a major. Like you got to love it. That's all I care about. I'll pick some guys, probably not Tiger based, but I want him to win like everyone else.
We would all love to see Tiger finish up strong. The last time that Southern Hills hosted it was 2007, where Tiger did win. So, he has a better eye on this course than anyone, even though it was restored in 2018. But you never know. I mean, he says he's confident. He came out with confidence to Augusta. He started out hot. And then obviously, I think it was 77 over the weekend, and fell into a T47. But hey, he made the cut. He played 4 rounds at Augusta. He proved he could do that. He's a little over a month stronger, says he's feeling a lot better. He looks like he's walking a lot better. What do we think? I mean, he obviously knows Augusta like the back of his hand, and he's played there many, many times. But we're at Southern Hills. He's playing for the second time in well over a year at this point. What do we think? Is T47 a good goal for him? Or do you think he can do a little better, a little worse? Does he make the cut? What are you guys seeing for Tiger?
I think he makes the cut. I think you always have to expect that with him, which again, I'm biased. I love Tiger. Where he finishes, that'll be another question. I think that's more along the endurance line, but I don't know. As Joe LaCava, right, was talking about, he sees the endurance more and more. And man, you just gotta hope for him to finish it out. But I think at least the cut, and I'm gonna give him top 30.
I like it. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm with you. He's definitely beaten T47. I know PGA deeper field, Masters a little easier to finish higher, but they're emphasizing the short game this week, right? All the shaved greens, all the undulations, all the roll-offs. Nobody short game is better than Tiger. The only thing I guess I would worry about is in the wind at Augusta, and I know he was still recovering, or a month earlier in his recovery at this point, but a lot of his irons were getting caught up in the wind. He was coming up short a lot. I know the forecast is anticipating some wind. So the only thing I'd worry about is maybe flaring some irons, but still Tiger, we're talking about here, the greatest iron player of all time.
Agreed to that point. I mean, maybe it's been a while since he's been playing competitive golf, but he's still one of the best ball strikers of all time, greatest iron players of all time. So I expect other people to struggle more than him. Just depends on how many, right? So the short game is going to be a huge test. I saw some notes that the Bombers will do well. Although, I don't really think you need to be the longest guy out here to have that big of an advantage at Southern Hills. I think the short game is going to play a more of a factor overall. So that's an interesting stat to keep track of: driving accuracy versus strokes gained around the green, or maybe approach is a better one to look at. But overall, I like Tiger's chances always. I mean, the three of us are all in agreement that he's going to do better than T47 like he did at Augusta. I think that extra month of strength on his leg is going to go a long way. And I'm mostly just excited to see him play again. I mean, we get to see, quite honestly, the greatest grouping I've ever seen in my life. I'm very much biased because these are my three favorite players to watch in any tournament, but Tiger, Rory, and Spieth all paired together, 9/11 Eastern time tomorrow morning. And then they go on Friday afternoon at 2:36 Eastern as we welcome Joe into the room here.
Oh, boys, I'm not sure how to get this. Here we go. Start video.
There we are.
Hey.
Wow, rocking Under Armour.
Household.
Spieth game.
Fire new shirt there, huh?
Oh, yeah. This sucker, Sunday, went there.
Oh.
Personal with Jordan and JT.
Hungry.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
You want to tell us a little bit about your experience? That was your first time at a pro event, huh?
Yeah, first time at a pro event. And the biggest takeaway I had was their misses. And, I think we give Hideki a lot of crap for exaggerating the miss, but every one of the players exaggerates their miss. JT specifically on 18 hit it right center of the fairway. And the second he hit it, club on the ground, not looking at it. And I followed him up and it was right center and, about 315 out there. And so I was shocked that was a miss and he was mad at it, but it was a super fun time and great to see all the guys that we talk about here and follow here so closely in person, and super fun.
There's one guy you get to have a little bit of a chat with. Who was that?
Who was that?
Someone from Blackhawk, I thought you said.
Oh yeah, B-Woo, yeah.
B-Woo.
I was thinking about I was thinking about all the big name guys, but yeah, talked to Brandon Wu, fellow Danville Blackhawk player that Garrett and I have played with a couple times, driving up on the tee box, and he's there and playing a couple holes back in the good Blackhawk days where we were first, really learning the game, and it was super fun.
So he's got a little tie right back to what we were getting into. He's also a Stanford alumni, as Tiger Woods is. I guess Tiger actually didn't graduate. I'm not sure B-Woo's status with the diploma, but I'm sure he did. And Stanford just advanced to the NCAA championship coming up from Greyhawk real soon as they got through the Stockton Regional in Northern California. Willie, or anyone here, we're all Northern California guys. Has anyone played the reserve at Spanos Park?
No, I've never even heard of
It's out
that.
in Stockton. It's only an hour drive from Danville at most. So one I'm going to try to check out anytime I'm home. It's close enough to get out there, and they have an NCAA regional, so it's got to be good enough. But yeah, ASU and Stanford getting through. Oregon, I believe, also got through, Willie. Some good teams going down to Scottsdale for the next NCAA championships at Greyhawk coming up in a couple of weeks. But back to it, Joe, as you just jumped in, we were just mentioning the ultimate pairing, Tiger, Rory, and Spieth. What do you think? What are your feelings on that? Someone let me know how they feel.
Dude, it's just about as good as this faux pizza I'm watching. I'm eating and watching the Dubs. Luka Doncic dribbling left. Okay. Sorry
What do you
to
mean?
be distracted
Dubs are
there.
cashing threes. You peasant streaming or what?
What? Brick House, Troy. Anyways,
You're
that
way
pairing
behind.
is all time. I love that Spieth, showed some humbleness and saying, he's gonna be able to tell his son that he played Andrew Wiggins. he'll be able to tell his son that he played with his idol, and I think that's just awesome to see. And I hope Rory can hang with them. Jordan's coming off a second place finish, and Tiger is Tiger, so should be great.
Hell yeah. Tiger
Really
is
excited.
the needle. Tiger is the needle. I
100%.
what did Scotty say? Everyone asked him like, hey, any pressure? Number one, won the Masters. He's like, Tiger's here. Nobody cares about me.
Exactly. He's not wrong.
He's not. And you watch
Yeah, Looney.
you watch
Give me that.
live from the PGA, and they show everyone's press conferences, but they split screen with Tiger's like practice session. They do that for nobody else.
Every camera angle is like JT Robb with Tiger.
Yeah.
Bubba Watson with Tiger.
It's
It's like Tiger
unreal.
Woods in the clubhouse walking around.
At least they're giving us both. I mean, they could do all Tiger and people would complain it's only Tiger, but at least they're giving us both because everyone wants
I
to see
love it.
Tiger, but you got to see everyone.
I love every second of it. I mean, I guess the second storyline of the tournament outside of Tiger is Phil not being there, right?
I think so.
Pretty much every single person has been asked about it. Almost every person, honestly, besides Tiger, who was throwing shade, every person has said like, "Oh, we just wish he was here." All that's pretty much mirrored each other's answers. And then Tiger was pretty much like, "Yeah, we don't agree on things."
But he did say he should be here, and they missed him out there. And they're right. I mean, Phil should be able to enjoy the celebration, as Rory called it. It could have been his last big moment in his career, but either way, Phil won't be there, unfortunately. We do have this group with Tiger, Rory, and Spieth. Spieth being the most recent winner of the trio. Maybe he's the one to watch with the PGA Championship missing from his career slam. So there's a big storyline there. I thought it was funny how they made a big storyline out of Brooks Koepka being late for his news conference because he left his keys in his car. They got locked in there. So they're always talking about something. But I also want to mention the group of Scheffler, Rahm, and Morikawa, top 3 players in the world, all playing together. That's another great one to watch, and I'll definitely be tuning into that. Plenty of big names, and we'll get into it, and we should jump into these picks. We've got Joe, who lives near Dallas, watching the Warriors take on the Dallas Mavericks in the Western Conference Finals. We all want to watch that, but we want to make sure we get these picks out to you. Let's jump right into it. We've got the order of Willie, Joe, G, and myself. And we're doing 5 picks each for the major championship. Remember, it's double points, 10 for the winner, 6 for second place, 2 for third place, and 0 for last. But if you pick the winner, you get yourself 3 points as well. So we'll jump right into it. Willie with the first pick.
Cool. Are we doing 5 each?
5 each.
All right. No beating around the bush on this one. Everything I'm hearing about Southern Hills is runoffs and short game, and it's not just going to be whipping out the 60 and chopping out of the rough. So the first thing I immediately thought of was Scotty Scheffler's shot at 3 at Augusta when he bumped it into the hill, rolled it up into the pin and dropped it. Pretty much ran off to the championship after that. So just going Scotty Scheffler with pick number 1, world number 1. Depending on what book you look at, odds on favorite. So just pretty simple.
Straightforward.
Good
Number 1
pick.
overall. Joe's got the
All right.
second pick.
Yeah, I got a guy who's just had an all-time year so far, and this course is playing really tough. So they say, and I like his game around tough courses, and especially if the wind gets up, he's known to play well in the wind, and that's my guy Cameron Smith.
I like it.
Yeah.
Dang,
Well, Mr.
Smith
G.
going 2. I'm about that.
I think he's going to perform out here too. It's a Augusta-esque.
Yeah, I think I got to go with my boy, team titleist, Mr. JT himself.
Yep. Can't go wrong.
Dude,
If that wasn't obvious enough.
JT was looking so incredibly fresh on Sunday. He was wearing a black and these forest green pants. Oh boy! All right, let me know.
Lordy.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm a little surprised. Number 1 in the power rankings and coming off a second place. And before that, a win that Jordan Spieth is going to fall to me. Texas boy knows how to play in these winds on this green. I'm going Jordan Spieth. This is a simple question for me.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer.
Saw it the whole way, Mr. D. 100%.
It's a deep field, D. Just it's tough to decide.
This is true.
So that's back to me. I think what I'm going to be doing is going with my boy Hideki.
Damn it.
Oh, don't act like you boys love him. Guys, I know Hideki's fire.
He seems to be in form right now. Placed a top 20 bet on him. Also took him as the top Asian. So just really riding hard with Hideki this week.
I like the
Nice.
top Asian bet.
It's
That
a
should
good
be
pick.
solid one.
He's the king.
He's really good. He is pure as hell on the range. He does not miss.
No doubt. Such a smooth swing.
Did the Spaniard fall, or is he
Yes.
taken off the board?
If you mean Sergio, he's still available.
Nah. Oh yeah, I'll go him.
Oh my goodness.
I'm definitely not going to go with Choke Leroy being in that pairing of Spieth and Tiger. Yeah. I think Xander rolls into the PGA Championship just how he rolled in on Sunday and just shot a cool little 11 under to make himself some dough. I'm going Xander Schauffele. Come on, baby, let's go.
You want to talk about choke artist?
Yeah, but he gets top twos.
top twos. Oh, that was good, Joe. That was a zinger for sure. D, I hate to do this to you, and I could regret this. Hold on here. Let me look. Actually, no. I gotta be better than that. I want to, D, but I'm gonna go with the Bay Area kid, Mr. Berkeley himself, Colin Morikawa.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking Hobo, and I was gonna be like, wow. But yeah, Morikawa makes
buttery
Dude,
iron player.
I wanted Tiger.
Leave it to me. I'm gonna end up with the whole grouping. I'm gonna take Tiger, no doubt. I'm just gonna let it ride. All three of them got to make the cut, and they all got to play well separately over the weekend. Tiger Woods, easy selection.
There you go. I mean, you end up with Spieth, Tiger. You're probably getting Rory next.
But I would say that there is an argument to be made that Homa is deserving of the pick before Morikawa. I mean, Homa's been playing well. He's just coming off a win too.
Dude, he loves himself a difficult golf course too. Riviera, TPC Potomac. Those are known as tough courses, and those are some of his dubs. Yo, go on mute. You're gonna ruin the sound for everything.
Okay, dude, my bad. Oh, I'm good. How do I do that?
Is it me?
Press the mute button.
So I'm going with someone I refer to as the robot because he's just robotic and pretty much everything he does, but that would be Patrick Cantlay.
Oh, I was waiting for Cantlay to go.
Hasn't shown up too well in majors. He's got some JT and majors vibes. But
I don't like to hear that.
Just feeling him this week for some reasons. I think he's some solid value in the third round.
I'm liking that Xander and Cantlay are both off the board, though. I think they're deserving of it.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I'm out of timeout from Scott. I am going to go with a guy who has played this course in the 2018 Big 12 Championship. I'm going with a guy who stripes it, Mr. Victor Hovland.
Nice. Oklahoma State. I mean, he's known for that.
Yes, sir. Go back in the doghouse.
Yeah, stay in the doghouse, Joe.
Okay. I think for my third pick, I was going to go with Mr. Can't putt for the life of him, but I think I'm going to go with Mr. Major himself. Hasn't really had anything spark lately, but if he's going to spark, it will be a major. Mr. Do you even know fashion himself? Brooks Kepka.
Brooks, no Kepka.
Wow. Didn't peg G as a Kefka guy, honestly.
After, he had some off-white stuff in the field, kind of respected him a little bit,
Thought you were
Pretty
about
cool.
to go Louis as Mr. Major, but Brooks,
Wait, is Louis in the field?
G.
It's a major. Everyone's in the field.
Can I take Louis? Were you gonna take Louis, D?
I wasn't gonna take Louis.
Can I take Louis instead?
I
I didn't
suppose you
know
could.
that.
It's
All
already
right,
in
I-
ink, but you know.
You can take him.
No, all right, fuck that. Oh, excuse my language to our younger viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Yeah, definitely Louis. I had no idea. That's a brain fart on my end, but got to go with my boy. I would have picked him first if I even knew, but probably for the best. Let's go, Louis, Mr. Consistent.
All right, you got him before the next name was written. So that's what we're gonna say. Before the next pick is called, you can change it. But once the next pick, no more changing.
Fair.
Except for withdrawals and other extenuating circumstances. But my eyes will be absolutely glued to the television at 9/11 tomorrow as I have all three in this pairing: Tiger, Spieth, and Rory. Let's go! It's
Unreal.
unwise. Usually, I would not do that. I don't even like to pick two in the same grouping during a normal week. But this has never happened. I've never seen my three favorite players playing together, let alone in a major. I'm gonna do it. Why not? Let's ride. Tiger, Spieth, Rory, first three picks. Boom.
Boom.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, that's a
can't
dream
believe
team
that.
for you.
when I saw that pairing, I immediately just thought of D, and I was like, wow, he's probably like on the floor with like a heart attack right now or something.
Yeah, you texted in the group. You said, "Oh, are you okay after that?" I was like, "What?" And I took the trash out. I came back in, I checked, and Courtney literally recorded my reaction. I was walking back to the door. I was like laughing my ass off. It's actually Tiger, Jordan, and Rory. That's unbelievable.
Unreal.
It is.
Unreal.
Ridiculous.
Wait, so does that leave me?
Yep, back to the top for round 4.
Cool. Gonna go with another guy who's been in solid form. Seems to show up when it matters the most. I think it's only miscut in a while. It might be the players, but you know, you got the bad end of the group with the weather. But going with Mr. Adam Scott,
Like it.
just shows up in major championships. Just what he does.
I like that pick. Sorry for my sporadic questions. Joaquin, he's been taken or no?
No,
I'm gonna go with the young Chilean, Mr. Joaquin Niemann.
I like that.
Yee.
I like that a lot.
All right, Mr. Joe. Good pick.
Yeah,
You
back in the
going-
doghouse, bro.
Back to
Back,
Brooks,
yeah,
no
get back
Kefka.
in the doghouse, Joe, with your fake veggie pizza. Joe, it's healthy and good for you. Hold on, let me just look this once over so I don't miss anyone.
Oh, good time for that, G.
I know, totally right. Okay, 1, 2, buckle my shoes.
I mean, you could pick the guy that you already went with, or like Bubba's in the field.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I picked Adam Scott when you were gone.
Okay, yeah, I'll do Bubba then. Thanks, Willie.
I know your pick's better than you, bro.
I know, that's why you're my bookie, guys.
All right,
Actually,
I just want to be sure of this. Joe, you have Cam Smith, Xander, Hovland, and Neiman, correct?
Wait, nobody.
Really?
I thought he picked Rom. He said the Spaniards on
He
the
said
board.
the Spaniard,
Yeah.
then he went Xander.
Right? Oh, really? See, I totally missed that. I thought he was.
No one got wrong.
Well, I thought Joe picked him. I stopped paying attention. But D, you got to get your next favorite player.
Wait, trade it. I want wrong. D, you never wrote it down. D. No,
Oh,
let's do it, Bubba.
easily
That's
taken wrong.
unfair. Yeah, you got wrong.
Final round. Willie, I hope you take someone who doesn't have an extremely long name just for the writing, but it's all good if you do.
Honestly, I had no idea Xander got taken. He was gonna be my next pick. Well, I guess I'll go with Mr. Major himself, Brooks Kefka.
There you go, Mr. Major.
He withdrew last week. He says it's just to get ready for this week, but he obviously had every intention of playing and didn't feel good. So a little worrisome, but again, another guy that just shows up for the majors, hopefully.
Off of timeout, Mr. Joe.
We are live. Hello again. Oh. No, not him. What? Let me think. Let me see. Let me scroll through. Okay. Has Homa
Good
gone
names
off?
here.
Nope,
Has my
Homer's
guy
there.
Max gone off?
Uh-uh.
I like him. He's in his groove. I'm going Max Homa.
All right.
Yeah, I'm about that for
Give
sure.
me back. I would have taken Homa if Ron was gone. So good for you.
Heck
Yeah, dude, what one of your favorite golfers has fallen to you again?
I don't think I have anyone left in my immediate circle. That would have been a good last one to get though.
All
My
right, Mr.
pick?
G.
All right, good thing I'm totally paying attention. I am gonna go with the man, the myth, the legend himself here. You know, you wouldn't expect it, but I got a feeling about him.
John Daly.
Ooh,
That would be Daly. Oh, wait. Dang. All right. Okay. I am gonna go with Mr. Burger.
oh wow. I was thinking of that
Wow.
too.
The burger.
All right. Well, Homa and Burger, the two that I had queued up. So the last pick. Phew. Well,
I'm intrigued by this one, D.
me too. I want to say Finau, but he just hasn't been playing that well lately, has he? I don't
He's
know.
got to be Team Saudi, right?
Finau, Daly. You think Finau's Team Saudi?
He has to be, right?
Maybe. I mean, that's kind of sad. I feel like he's not.
I feel like there's more golfers out there that have they've just been under the radar. Like Ricky just came out and said yesterday, he's pretty much Team Saudi.
Ricky makes sense to me, but oh man, final pick. I feel like I got too good of a lineup. Now I can't even think who to go with.
It's because you got like an entire field to decide from.
I know.
Everyone's good.
Well, okay.
It's tough.
I think we're gonna roll with Big Tony. He is a good majors player, and it's you got to hit the ball out there. So let's roll with
Oh,
it.
you got D. He's
Big Tony.
oddly enough very good chipper of the ball statistically.
I need to learn a lot about a short game this week, but hopefully he gets himself into good spots. He does pretty well at the majors. Just get us a good top 20 there. That'd be awesome for the fifth pick.
Awesome.
All right, boys. Go Warriors.
Go Dubs.
Go Dubs, boys.
Honorable mention with Leishman, short game wizard.
That's a good one too.
Thought about picking him as well.
And check out the 12th and 13th, 12th green, 13th tee. I think that's going to cause some backups. You got to tee off on 13 over the 12th green. So we'll see what that looks like. I'm expecting at least a 5.5 hour round tomorrow. But honestly, with this grouping that I'm going to be watching, eyes glued to the TV, I'm all right with that. I will spend 6 hours watching those guys for 2 days. So can't wait for this one. 9-11 in the morning is when Tiger, Spieth, and Rory go off. But we're getting started right away. Southern Hills, just south of Tulsa, Oklahoma, for the 2022 PGA Championship. Let's get it, boys. 19th fairway. Your picks are in.
Woo!
Let's go.